Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow down 20, Nasdaq's up 12, S&Ps are off $1.50. Gold's up $5.60, trading at $1,281 an ounce. Silver, $19.41. You get platinum at $14.23. Bonds, we have the 10-year down 3 ticks at a rejected lower price once again, trading out at $125.29. 30-year just wants to go topside. 30 is up 13 ticks at 140.15. King dollar on the move again, up 157 at 82.36. The euro is down 36, trading out at 132, and the yen is out there at 103.91. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, what do you have? You have a sideways market. We know we have light volume. We've had light volume for quite a while. Cash S&P right now, folks, is 1990.22. What's going to get really interesting here is that on a weekly, if in fact we close below the 1991.39, what that would set up is that it's a close call, but it would set up a failure in the S&P, meaning that you got up to that high, closed underneath it. I've already calculated the volume. The volume is definitely shorter. We're not going to get the kind of volume we'd need in 1 hour. So that number on the cash S&P is going to be important to keep your eye on. If we go over to the SPY, the SPY, we take a look at the SPY. What you have with the SPY is that the SPY is at 199.43, and the SPY would have to get down to this 199.06. What happens with the SPY, however, is that the SPY, and that's why you keep your eye on the SPX, the SPY pays a dividend. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. What you have with the Dow is this Dow flat market out here today, down 10 bucks, no big deal. NASDAQ Composite. We go over to the Composite. We take a look at the Composite. She's up 14 points. We're at 4546. The Composite looks like it's going to, this is going to be pretty wild. Just you talk about anemic each and every day. Now, if you happen to be looking at the screen, you're going to see this L is beside the Composite right now. The volume, that means that it is the lowest of the year right now for this time of day. But the way that this is working, meaning, you know, I basically keep a pretty good eye on this. It looks like it would still come in that at the low, you know, because we have 52 minutes left. We're at 990. That would be saying it's got to come in at about 1.1350. And that's if they slam it at the close, meaning that they get some juice going at that close. Gold contract. We go over and we take a look at gold. What we have with gold out here is this. Gold contract traded down to 1274. We're at 1281. We did 84,000 contracts. This is 1281. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So watch how this shakes out. Gold itself has held its day of strength, which is on the 19th of June. 19th of June, we did 225,000 contracts. It got slammed good yesterday, comes down yesterday with 145,000 contracts. Today, you didn't get to that low, but you have lighter volume, you have a Friday happening, and they couldn't destroy gold. That's great, folks. Now, in order to get higher, what you want to see in the gold contract, which I'd love to see coming into the close, and we're right at it. This is what's really wild. It's 1281.30, and we're at 1281.10. And what that is that is the swing point that was established on July 31st. You get back inside that swing point, guess what? Your probability goes higher that you're going to go up to the 1312 before hitting down to the swing low that was out there on June 3rd, which is that 1241. So we'll watch that coming into the close. Out here. We go take a look at the silver contract, and what had happened with silver yesterday is that where gold couldn't hold price, silver rejected lower price, did it on lighter volume. Silver, again, did that today. Now, what silver has to do, we're at 1941. Silver has to get back inside 1987. And 1987 on silver is the June 19th day of strength. Bond market, we go take a look at the 10 years first. What you have with the 10-year is this. 10-year traded down to 125.19 today, rejected lower price, did it on lighter volume. It's at 125.29. That 10-year bond just wants to do a ABC structure on the way up to 128. The 30-year bonds, what we have with the 30-year, they were amazing, actually. The 30-year just wouldn't back off, period. They went up. They're up 13 ticks. We're at 140.15. That is on the way to 142. King dollar. We take a look at King dollar. We have a King dollar on the move again, top side, 30,000 contracts. King dollar got some juice into it, not only this week, but she's got some follow-through, too. That's a lot of volume, folks, contract-wise, inside that dollar index. So right now, I suspect what the King dollar wants to do is that we take this and you put it on a continuous contract. You look at it on a lot larger space. What you're going to see is that the swing point that it's going for now is up there at the 84.50, 85 mark. And what is so cool is that the King dollar has been building cause since December of 2011 for higher price. So it's certainly been building cause for quite a while, and we'll see just how fast and, in fact, can it take that level out. Now, let me show you something, because this is where this gets really intriguing about King dollar. First, I'm going to put this, I'll show you the retracement first. So if you're in the car, I'm going to explain what we're looking at here. The longer-term aspect on King dollar, the A to B equals C to D, is a very large one. And where I'm going to bring you back to is May of 2011. And, of course, we're at, August of 2014. Time just flies, baby, just flies. So the A point on this, when you do it, is 73.50. Your B is 84.25. So I'm going to ballpark it at $10. So you get $10, right? Your C point is 78, which gives you an 88, which, in a context of we're talking, 3 years, that very well can happen. That context, okay, so if that's what we have happening, what you'll see is that when you get to the 85 level, that's the B point of an ABC structure on the way up. And if, in fact, that's what we have happening, this is going to be a straight line move. And straight line moves, folks, amazing, okay? Now, in the context of that straight line move, A to B equals C to D, we're dealing with an 88 swing point. We're dealing with an 88 price projection. Well, the swing point, when we bring this back further, that we haven't been up to, that I expect that we do want to get up to, is the 88 and 89 level. That was the high of the dollar in 2009. That was the high of the dollar in 2010. Okay, so now we're going to lay this out, because this is really cool when we lay this out. If this is an ABC structure, and that's how we do it, what that would also do, that would be the end of the move. Because A to B equals C to D, that's a very large ABC structure on the way up. So what that would be saying is that dollar would get back up to 89, wouldn't break it, could spike it or something, wouldn't break it though, it would start backing off again. It would not have to back off all the way down to the, to the lows, but it would back off. And in that context, now let's go back to the gold market. So in that context, and this is why I'm going through this as I'm going through it, because this is also helping me in the aspect of where I think gold is going. So in that aspect, gold itself is held very well for the surge in the dollar thus far. What it has to do, it has to make it through, number one, the dollar wanting to go to 85. Now, if the dollar going to 89 and gold holds, that absolutely is going to be a miracle. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We'll continue going over the gold dollar right now. Dow Industrials down 9, Nasdaq's up 14, S&P's are flat. We're going to be right back.